I'd like now to call Ian Priest onto the stage to officially hand over the presidency to Tom Knox. Ian.
So you didn't find me out. I got away with it. So sorry to tear you all away from your table discussions. That's one of the main reasons we all come here, is to sort of gather together as an industry to catch up with each other and to hear what we're about to hear from Tom, who's going to sort of lead the way. And very much as I did sort of 2 years ago delivering the speech, I remember feeling quite nervous. Tom's fine. Don't worry about him. He's absolutely fine. He's got a really interesting agenda. But I remember 2 years ago sitting in front of you all, standing in front of you all. In fact, it was Maggie Thatcher's funeral 2 years ago. And I remember giving my speech against the backdrop of, I think, bellwether. We had, I think it was 5 years in a row of negative bellwether. So the economy, that austerity word was a key word that was going around. Declining agency margins, and this sort of ever-increasingly changing world of marketing, communications, and advertising. You know, all these things like ad exchanges and all these new words and new things going on. So, as you know, and I'm not going to repeat it, but I sort of set out this view of, well, perhaps what we should be doing, and I sort of challenged us all to adapt to this changing world, because we were all going through massive change, to really evolve our business model across various areas to deliver what our clients hire us to do. And that is for our world-class commercial creativity. And that's what we've always been good at, and that's what we've got to be good at going forward. So that's why, as you all know, I sort of engaged with the client community. That was the first thing, the broader marketing community beyond clients and intermediaries and marketing magazine, and not just us agency folk, not just talking to ourselves. Because I saw the need not just for us to adapt, but for the whole industry to adapt together for our mutual gain. That's the sort of nirvana even. So it was really seen as, yeah, get it right in. One too many drinks, I think. So looking back, have I made any change? Well, I think we have made some change. I believe we made some good progress. The idea was sharing some good new best practices, not only sharing good ones, but also outing on occasions, when we were ballsy enough to do it, some less good practices from ourselves and from our clients. And so I see it as sort of just steps on a continuous journey to evolve that I hope will continue into the future, long after I've gone, like all good presidents' agendas, seeing many ex-presidents around me. So I'm just a warm-up act, so I'm going to get off pretty quickly. So I just want to say a few thank yous. To take this opportunity to thank you, everyone in this room, for your support, but more importantly for getting involved, because ADAPT was sort of getting your hands dirty, getting involved across a number of initiatives, turning many of my words into actions through your contributions across the whole programme of ADAPT. So first to you. Secondly, to this idea that I brought in early on of the IPA Client Council. Thank you to those 12 people, because they contributed a hell of a lot and gave us perspective, but also led their industry in terms of good practice. But not only them, I wanted to thank ISBA, the Advertising Association, the Marketing Society, Marketing Magazine, really for partnering up. So we all sort of went together to try and promote this best practice throughout the wider industry. So, and rather than just leave it there, I'm looking forward to seeing more sort of and closer relationships between us all as we share platforms at each other's events, where we can work together on joint initiatives. Like, we've always had Good Pitch Week, but this idea of Good Briefing Week coming up later in the year. Social works with the IPA and the Market Research Society, you know, all about measurement in a social world. But also things with ISBA on joint investment. So what we're doing is piloting a training program, embedding some of the behaviour, some of the things we've learned across ADAPT into a training program that trains the next generation of clients and agencies. So that's what I hope to see. And finally, and last definitely but not least, a huge thank you to the IPA Council, who put a hell of a lot of work in, the IPA groups, who put even more hard work in, and of course the IPA team at Belgrave Square, not just at Belgrave Square but throughout the regions. Tom, as you'll find out, they're an amazing team, and I've said it before, but they are a genuinely great add for our industry. So they will really be there to help, support you, guide you, if you need any of that, and advise you. So I'll miss working with you all, I have to say. So Tom, over to you. I have no doubt you'll enjoy your time at the helm like I did. I mean, it's tough work the first 6 months, getting up and going, but I genuinely enjoyed it. And it is the world's leading trade advertising, trade body in advertising, genuinely, having met a lot of the other ones. And it feels like we're in quite a good place as an industry. Hopefully, the economy keeps building, depending on what happens next Wednesday. And I see the contribution we all make as an industry. If that continues, if we continue to deliver our commercial creativity and the value that we bring to our clients, we'll all be good. So I see the next stage as a great opportunity for us all, for you, Tom, to lead us through the next stage of our journey. So that's enough from me. So without further ado, I'd like to welcome to the stage your next IPA President, Tom Opportunity Knox.
Thank you very much, Ian, for that kind introduction. Also, on behalf of all of us, thank you for the great job you've done for the last couple of years. You've challenged us to engage more with our clients, and your energy and enthusiasm has been tremendous. And the ADAPT agenda will, as you said, live on in the relationship managing training program that you've set up with ISBA. And we're got you a slightly random present as a token, which I have here. I've been told I have to hold it. This, for those of you who can't see it, it's a 3D printed penguin with the jet engines under its arms or wings, which was the symbol of the ADAPT agenda. So on behalf of us all, Ian, now, the other thing about this is that you have to hold it from the bottom, apparently. So, seriously, thank you very much indeed. Paul Bainsfair told me earlier on that he did actually work on the Pick Up a Penguin campaign.